All right, so welcome all of you. Welcome on the Gate Academy. Welcome on the Gate Academy English channel. So, my dear, today in this session we are going to talk about how to choose the Gate second paper, right? So, as we are aware, in this Gate 2022, we have a choice of second paper along with the primary paper. Now, in this session, exclusively for mechanical engineering students, we are going to discuss about what are the opportunities lying ahead of us associated with the second paper. All right, my dear. So let's start. Okay, so first of all, let me introduce myself. My name is Umashankar Tripathi, and I am a research scholar at IIT Roorkee. Okay, so I am into this uh, teaching line from last 8 years. Okay, and I am associated with the Gate Academy. So in this session, we are going to discuss about what second paper you can combine with your mechanical engineering paper, right, my dear? So I am hoping that we'll be will be asking whatever comes in our mind, whatever query we have during the live chat section. Okay, so let's start. Okay, so what are the choices? What are the second paper choices we can do or we can combine with mechanical engineering paper? So as we can see, so this is the screenshot I have taken from the GATE official notification. So in this you can see here. So if you are filling your primary paper as mechanical engineering, you can opt to combine it with any of these paper. That is, these are the paper codes. That is AE, CH, NM, PI, XE. Now, what do we mean by AE? AE is aerospace engineering. Okay. CH is, so you can see here, CH is what? CH is chemical engineering. NM is naval architecture and marine engineering. This is the new paper introduced in GATE this year only. Previous to this year, this paper was not there in GATE. Okay. Okay. And PI stands for production engineering, and XE stands for engineering sciences. Right. So now, if you are thinking of filling the second paper along with mechanical engineering paper, you can opt any five of it. Now, coming to the basic question. So, live student can ask me whatever doubts they may have during the live session only. Okay. So, my dear, the question is, sir, which to choose? Okay, which to choose? Now, this depends solely upon what are the opportunities lying ahead with the second paper. Obviously, if we are filling the second paper, definitely we must be looking for some opportunities ahead of it. Okay, so this is a brief description of it. This is what I have taken from IIT Bombay official website. Okay, in here you can see which department. See, these second paper. Let me tell you very frankly about this. So any of the second paper that you fill here, okay, AECH, NMPI, XE. So you can say that approximately, approximately from this, approximately from this branches or these papers, no PSUs are associated. Almost no PSU are recruiting from these GATE papers. So if you are trying for PSU only, and that is your sole goal, there is no need of filling second paper with the mechanical engineering paper. Let me get that straight to you. Okay, because no PSU is hiring, or negligible we can say is hiring on the basis of your GATE score from these branches or these papers. Are you getting my point, Beta? Okay. Now, then why we should fill the second paper? What opportunities lying ahead of it? So for that, I have taken this last year admission procedure of IIT Bombay. Okay. So now, if you want or if you aspire to take admission in aerospace engineering, for example, okay, so either you must have given your GATE paper in ME or in AE. Okay, so obviously, what is the benefit of it? Like for example, you have filled a paper, primary paper mechanical engineering, and second paper you have chosen for aerospace engineering. Okay, now what could be the potential benefit of writing this second paper? So if anyhow or due to some any reason, if you are not able to perform well in your primary mechanical engineering paper, and then you perform well in aeronautical engineering paper, then basically what will happen, you can choose this branch from your gate score in this paper. Are you getting my point or not? In case of any doubt, feel free to ask me. Okay, feel free to ask me, my dear. Okay, so now for example, now try to understand this. So like you are filling your primary paper mechanical engineering. If you got good score in that paper, nothing can be better than that, because as you can see in aerospace engineering, even you can take admission by writing your gate paper in mechanical engineering branch, right? Now if you are unable to perform good in the first primary paper of mechanical engineering and you somehow perform well in the second paper, that is aeronautical engineering, then on the basis of that score you can take admission in this, right, my dear? Similarly, you can see aerospace engineering here also, dynamics and control, the branches here, the branches aerodynamics, right? Again, you can see ME is allowed, first paper, primary paper, ME is allowed, then AE is also allowed. So again, the same logic lies here. Like if you are unable to perform in this mechanical engineering paper well, and again if you performed in E paper, that is aeronautical engineering paper well, you may take admission in this particular branch on the basis of your score in E branch. Getting my point? And same lies for here, same lies for here. Now again you can see, so I have taken this whole data out of that website of IIT Bombay. Okay, so now you see, like if you want to take admission in ocean engineering branch in the department of civil engineering, so you can write your paper ME again. Okay, ME, you can do your primary paper, and if in primary paper you are getting a good rank or good score, again you can take admission in this particular branch on the basis of the score of this gate paper. But again, if you are not able to perform well in this, then you may choose this paper. Like for example, if you have chosen Axis X your second paper and you perform well in that paper, then you have this opportunity to take admission in this branch from the gate score of this paper. Right, my dear? Right. Similarly, you can see here. Like here also, environmental science and engineering. So allowed branches are mechanical engineering, chemical engineering, XT. Getting my point? Okay. Okay. So in all these paper, any of this paper you get good score, you may have this opportunity to take admission. Now here you see industrial engineering and operation research. Okay. Here you see mechanical engineering, PI engineering. Okay. So if you opted for the first paper, mechanical engineering, and PI as the second paper, if you are unable to perform well in this first paper and you perform well in this paper, then you can take admission in this branch. Are you getting my point or not? Okay, on the basis of this second paper score. So basically what you see, or what I should say, so I should say this, that if you are aspiring for PSU, then you should not be looking for the second paper at all. But if you want to make very much certain, or if you want to make one good attempt for your MTech admission, you may choose a second paper on the basis of what branch you see, right? So for example, this data I have taken from IIT Bombay website. So what can do? So you can visit. See, it is impossible to visit all the IIT website and show you everything. Okay, so I have given you the idea. I try to give you the idea so you can see admission procedure of each IIT in 2021. On the basis of that, like from which branch the most, or from which gate paper most branches are associated. Okay, most branches are associated. So you can choose your second paper according to that. You can choose your second paper according to that, so that you get the maximum opportunity. Getting my point, beta? Getting my point. So my second suggestion is, so why we should consider the second paper. So definitely what I would say, it is useful in MTech admission in some specialization. Okay, okay. Like for example, we have seen many examples like aerospace engineering, like industrial engineering of IIT Bombay, right? So there, if you are combining MI with PI, that will be beneficial for you. Getting my point, beta? Getting my point. So basically, your second paper will be helping you in MTech admissions, and if you are able to get a good score in your primary paper, nothing can be better than that. Okay, but if anyhow due to some reason you are not able to get good marks in the first paper, then you are having this second chance. So basically the second paper is like a second chance. Okay, it's the second chance if first paper don't go well. Simply it is. So if you are looking for the second chance, okay, okay, if you are looking for the second chance, definitely, or if you want to see that if anything goes, no, it is not beneficial for PSU. Okay, because no PSU, or at least at most no PSU is recruiting from these branches. Okay, now someone could say, sir, we have seen chemical engineering posts also, but if you see in PSU, if chemical engineering posts are there, your BTech should also be of chemical engineering, right? So I am expecting that most of us have completed their respective degrees in mechanical engineering, or maybe some branch associated with mechanical engineering. So anyway, if you have got good marks in chemical engineering paper, that is not going to help you in your selection in PSU. Are you getting my point? Okay, so basically second paper is not useful for PSU. Okay, okay. So why we should consider the second paper? Now, if you see the syllabus, okay, if you see the syllabus, you will find that big part of the syllabus is common to the primary mechanical engineering paper. Many subjects, many topics, many portions are common in the syllabus. So if you are preparing for mechanical engineering, okay, you will see, like for example, let me take this example. So if you have combined mechanical engineering with production engineering, okay, you will see that 90% of the syllabus is same only. Are you getting my point? 90% syllabus is same only. So whatever you studying for mechanical engineering paper, that will also be useful for PI paper. But some more amount of work will be required in the segment of production engineering. Are you getting my point, Bida? Are you getting my point? So common syllabus, if we see the common part of the syllabus, basically many things you will find common to your primary mechanical engineering paper. So while we choose the second paper, we must take a look at the syllabus of the branch as well, of the second branch as well. Because what will happen? It is, see, we know that GATE is a tough paper. Now, if we consider, so if we see, like for example, I show you the GATE official notification. If I share this to you, so let's see. Very good afternoon, Sandeepan. Okay. So here you can see the mechanical engineering syllabus. So just have a look at it. So maths is mostly common in all the branches, more or less common in all the branches. Now you can see our general subjects like engineering mechanics, mechanics of material, that means the strength of material, theory of machine, vibrations, machine design, fluid and thermal sciences, material manufacturing, okay, industrial engineering. So these are basically the common subjects to this mechanical engineering. Now, if you see the PI engineering, that is production and industrial engineering. So see, this is the syllabus of production and industrial engineering. So this is same. This part of engineering mathematics is already same. Yes or no? Okay. Now general engineering, so engineering materials. Okay. So basically engineering materials, normally if you see in GATE mechanical paper, they are asking it in less margin. There is less margin of it. there is less weightage of this particular part. But if you see in production papers, material science is dominantly asked. Now you see applied mechanics. This is what you study. Same, it is same what you study for mechanical engineering with some extra things like thick cylinder is not there in mechanical engineering syllabus, but it is there in production engineering syllabus. Theory of machine and design is exactly same. Okay, though belt drive is not conventionally there for mechanical engineering, but it is there in this. Thermal and fluid engineering almost same. Manufacturing process, here you have to focus more. Manufacturing process 1 and manufacturing process 2. Okay. Quality and reliability. Industrial engineering is mostly same. Operation research is bit higher in this part. So if I say like, for example, if what I'm trying to establish is that if you see, if you match the syllabus, you will find more than 70% syllabus is matching in both the branches. Okay, so with some extra efforts, you can cover up this particular subject or some particular gate paper as well. Okay, so definitely if you combine with any other paper, like for example, chemical engineering. So if you combine your mechanical engineering paper with chemical engineering paper, you will see that the matching syllabus, the common syllabus is mostly 40, 35, 40%. So that means that you have to study 60% more syllabus, 60% more syllabus for if you are opting for chemical engineering. So what I suggest you is while you choose, if you choose at all for the second paper, you must consider, you must see the syllabus of those branches, because it is very, very difficult to cover 2 gate papers in 100% depth. So try to choose the second paper which has mostly the common syllabus. For example, engineering sciences. Engineering sciences paper maths is mandatory. After then you can choose in mechanics of material, or you can choose thermal engineering sciences. So there you have to give particularly on this thermal, like for example, if you have chosen XC in thermal engineering, so particularly you have to give a lot much effort in the thermal engineering section. Getting my point? So if you have interest in that, definitely you can do. So what is my suggestion is, that if you are choosing the second paper, first of all, forget about PSU. Okay, no PSU is there. PSU only you can get if you perform well in your mechanical engineering paper. Secondly, if you are getting a good score or good rank in your first paper, again the second paper is not useful. Second paper is giving you a second chance solely for MTech admissions. Are you getting my point? For MTech admissions only it is beneficial. Okay. Okay, so if you somehow manage to get good marks in your second paper, definitely you can take admission in the MTech branch. Okay. Now, for that perspective, to summarize the things, you must choose the paper which have mostly the common syllabus. So, which subject has most common syllabus? That is PI. But if you see that branches in which you can take admission through PI is limited to only production engineering branch of MTech, right? Like as in IIT Roorkee, we have production and industrial engineering, MTech in production and industrial engineering. In that, both mechanical and PI gate papers are allowed. Are you getting my point? Both mechanical engineering and PI paper are allowed. But if you fill from XC part, you will see many thermal science branches are allowing it. Okay, so if you choose the PI, the syllabus is mostly the same, but opportunities of admission in MTech is slightly less compared to XC part. So you can choose any in between any two. This is my suggestion. Okay. Now let's talk about, sir, if why we should not consider, if we must think that also, that's why not second paper. So I would say definitely some extra effort will be required, because obviously you are filling 2 gate papers seriously. If you are filling, so you must be giving attention to both those papers. Now definitely extra efforts will be required. Okay, and this effort that you are putting in your second paper, definitely you can shift this effort to your first paper to ensure that you get good rank in the primary paper itself. Okay, so definitely your effort will be distributed. Second, as I said, when your efforts will be distributed towards some more different, some other paper, so definitely there will be some distraction from the primary paper. Okay, definitely there will be some distraction with the primary paper, and obviously, as I said, limited opportunities are there associated with limited opportunity are associated with the secondary paper. Are you getting my point, Beta? So limited opportunities are associated with the secondary paper. Are you getting my point, Beta? Okay, because it is basically limited to the MTech admission in particular specializations only. Now, my opinion again, already I have told you, my opinion is that if you are feeling that we want PSU only, no need of the second paper. Okay. Now, if we think that we should have a second chance also this year only, we want a second chance. Like if anything goes wrong in the first paper, at least we have a second chance for the improvement. Uh, Alan, basically, huh? I'm telling you that. Basically, Alan, what I say, every year, most, if you see, due to this COVID period, if we do not consider that beta, if we do not consider that, definitely many have PSUs have recruited from 2021, and mostly they will recruit from 2022 also, because this was, they have recruited from 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 gate scores on the basis of that. So definitely every year they are recruiting. It is not like that they recruit for 1 year. NTPC every year they recruit, ONGC recruit, IOCL every year recruit, BPCL every year recruit, HPCL this year have taken paper outside their own paper they have taken, right? So definitely there will be opportunities. Okay, so sir, please tell cutoff of IITs if we choose second paper or cutoff will same as every year. No, this is not same. So if you see the cutoff, like for example, my dear, basically when we take the admission in MTech, it happens on the basis of score. Getting my point? Now, if you, for example, let me give you a case. Like for example, in mechanical engineering, you have got 70 marks, let's say. Okay, talking about this GATE 2021 data. So if you have got 70 marks in a mechanical engineering paper, and if you have got same 70 marks in production engineering paper, in mechanical engineering, your all India rank will be somewhere near 500, 600, and in PI, your rank will be somewhere near 5, 6, 7. Even you can get all India rank 1 as well in 70 marks. Right. Now, what is the difference? You will see that mechanical engineering guy and the production engineering guy mostly have the same gate score, right? Because the number of aspirants that are filling the PI paper are quite less compared to the mechanical engineering paper. Okay, so basically we take admission from the score. Are you getting my point? Okay, so no matter what rank you got, on the basis of score, you will get your MTech admission. So now talking about cutoff, so you can visit the official website of the IITs. There, they will give you the cutoff. Add 50 score in that. Like for example, in a particular branch, for say thermal, this year cutoff of some IIT is 750. So you consider that next year it will be 800. Approximately, this is how the things goes, as per my experience. Understood? Okay. So this is my opinion, my dear, that if you want to choose the second paper, please match the syllabus, because it is very, very difficult, because GATE is a tough paper. So definitely it is very, very difficult. Definitely it is very, very difficult to prepare for two papers separately. So try to choose the paper which has the most common part of the syllabus. Okay, so that your attention will be focused on the primary paper. Now, my second suggestion is, whether you fill your second paper also, keep your motivation, keep your efforts, keep your dedication, keep your focus towards the primary paper only. Okay. Okay. And if there is a gap between like your first paper and your second paper, in that gap, you may brush up. You may brush up the second paper, right? But do not prepare primarily for the second paper, as it is called obviously the second paper. So your efforts, your focus should be secondary on that paper. Okay, because if you perform well in primary paper, there is actually no need of that second paper, because if you have a good gate score, you can definitely take admission on the basis of that, right? So this was my opinion. Okay, now any query, my dear? If you have a query, please do ask me. Do we have a query, my dear? Anything that you want to ask me? So in this video, what I tried to tell you that how to choose the second paper, which paper to select, what are some opportunities. So I have given you an example with the admission notification of IIT Bombay. In the similar fashion, you can go to any IIT website, IIT Delhi, Roorkee, Guwahati, or any other IIT you want to take admission. Keshav, that we can't say right now. Okay, that because obviously due to this COVID, so what paper is going to lie on what days? Okay, because see, there is a week gap. There are 4 days. I think gate is days are I don't remember the days, but basically it is Saturday, Sunday, right? It happens on Saturday, Sunday. So you will have a week gap. Okay, or maybe both the paper lies back to back. Like on Saturday you have this first primary paper, and Sunday you have your secondary paper. Getting my point? So that solely depends. Okay, so exam days, as I can see, will be 5th, 6th, Saturday 5th, 6th Feb, 12th February, and 13th February. And 2 sessions each day. So definitely solely depends upon the luck that which paper is going to held on which day. Okay. 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 And it can come before the primary paper. It is not likely that it is obviously not that if you have filled any paper like your second paper, so it will happen it has to happen after your primary paper, right? There is no such rule. Understood? Okay, very well. So any other doubt do we have? Any other doubt do we have, my dear? Any other doubt do we have? All right, so I'll consider that we have no doubts. No, Keshav, you can apply from anyone, right? Okay. Although, like for example, in any particular branch, in any particular IIT, if you are applying for 2 different branches, then you may use 2 different scores. For one branch, obviously you may choose the score which is higher, right? Like for example, in your primary paper you have 800 score, secondary paper you have 850 score, and in any particular branch that in which you are seeking admission, both the gate papers are allowed. So you must choose the score which is higher. That is, I think, very obvious. Okay. Okay, so I'll consider that we have no further doubt. So thank you all. Thank you for watching the session, and do not forget to like and subscribe the channel. For any query, you can visit our website and you can leave your comment in the chat box and we'll be answering to it. Okay, so thank you very much. I hope you find this discussion beneficial and helpful for you. Okay, so thank you. Do not forget to like and subscribe.